we'll go to the order to cash side of things, where we will have customers. We will raise invoices for the customers. We will receive payments from the customer. For that, what we have to do is we have to go into the receivables part of things here. So if I go to the left-hand side, receivables, okay? Receivables, we have billing, we have accounts receivable. Billing is invoicing, creating the customer record, and so on. So I click on billing. On the task here, this is again the dashboard where you get the summary. 22 invoices are incomplete, approval, research, how many import exceptions, etc., etc. Import exceptions is automatic. You bringing in the importing the invoices from other systems. Now here, when you click on the task, you will see a section for transactions. In receivables, the invoices that we create are called as transactions. So you can have an invoice transaction, you can have a credit memo transaction, which is like something being refunded to the customer. Okay. You can also have transactions for discount, freight adjustments, any kind of adjustments that you want to do, and so on. Then we have this customer side of things. And you can also review customer account details here. Create accounting is the process which you run for generating the accounting entries and for transferring the entries from receivables to GL. Like we did yesterday, we did that manually when we did it for invoices in payables. You can also do the same for payments. So when you do the practice for payment, ensure that your payments are also processed, are also transferred to GL. Remember, the end of every financial transaction, and financial transaction will be completed only when it reaches GL. If it is not accounted for, then it's literally of no use, right? Because it's not going to be accounted for. It will lie unaccounted. There shouldn't be anything which is unaccounted in the system. Now, here you can create. So let's go and create a customer first. Here, this is the organization information. So I can again say SP, let's say Palium or SP health care. Okay. Now, under this organization, you can have different accounts. For example, you can have an account like multinational companies, they have accounts in different business units, or you can have different accounts for different parts of the business. Okay, so you can have different companies. Like if you see Cognizant, there is US, India, and different geographies. There is a Cognizant literally in every geography, right? So they will have different companies. So those could be different accounts. You could also have Cognizant Software Development, Cognizant India Private Limited, Cognizant Corporate Services, and so on. So those are all different accounts that you can have. So you can classify them. You can also say whether what kind of customer class, like whether it is software, retailer, hospitality, higher education, whatever it is, you can track them. And this is the address set. This is your reference data set. Okay. Here we please use cust site, which will give you access to this login. And this is the site name. Again, this is the site address and the site name. So let's say corporate HQ and United States, Lake Boulevard. Oops. and pin code, the classification, and this is the account address. So there will be a purpose also. Okay, remember there will be a purpose and you will have bill to is mandatory. Okay, you cannot have an address without a bill to, and every customer will also have a ship to. Now that ship to address may be a different address also. That is also possible. Or you can also have the same address as a ship to. Okay, you can have a different address or you can have the same address as ship to. For now, I'll just create the bill to and save it. Then I'll show you how we create the ship to. So here you can see this is the manage customers where you can see the organization, the accounts. If nothing is entered, an account number is automatically generated. And these are the addresses. So there is already one address here, which is the bill to. If you create another one, that will be the ship to. So here you will see customer site and let's say main road. Okay, so this is done. And here you are going to add a purpose. So this purpose, we are going to have it as a ship to. So moment you have a ship to, you will find the bill to is mandatory. And here when you go and search, you will get a address, which is the bill to, right? We had a bill to address here. So you will get this. Then you say save and close. So here there are two types. One is bill to, one is ship to. So we have created a customer with two types of address, two types of site. One is bill to, one is ship to. Next, I'll show you how we create a transaction.